It's day 3 for the trial for the unaliving of Aniah Blanchard, and we have had major testimony today. Y'all, before this started, they had a debate going on should Antoine Fisher, also known as Squirmy, should he be allowed to testify? Now, the defense was arguing that he was not a credible witness, that he himself had been convicted of unaliving back in 2007, and that he had recent theft charges, and that made him not a reliable or credible witness. But the prosecutor said that his testimony was very important to this case, so the judge ruled with the prosecution and allowed his testimony in. Now, he took the stand and he was on the stand for a few hours. He testified to what was going on that night. He said that he was at Big Dave's house, which is like a father-in-law to him. He said that he gave him a ride and he took him to multiple locations like a gas station and apartment complex. But the most important part was he took him by New Hope Baptist Church in Shorter, Alabama. Now, he says once he took him there, he grabbed something what looked like was a body and took it into a wooded area. When he came back, he had a weapon out and told him, "I will make sure that this does not touch you or your family. I effed up." Now, Squirmy ended his testimony saying that Yazeed had told him that he had been with a younger woman and they ended up starting to tussle and the weapon went off. Now, when the defense got up to do their cross-examination, they basically wanted to point out that he was not credible and that he should not be taken seriously. They were asking him about his testimony changing because he actually served time for this case for obstruction of justice. On top of that, he had lied to the police before, so his stories had changed. He also said that he was on Xans and Perks at the time of this incident, but when he was asked was he promised something like being taken care of or somebody helping him out, he denied all of that. And that's how his testimony ended. Now, the next person to take the stand was the daughter of the prostitute who testified on Monday. Now, she states that she has known him about 20 years and she met him at a CSL plasma center in Montgomery. She said that she went on to her grandmother's house with him so he could take a shower and get a fresh pair of clothes. Now, she said she did notice a silver truck nearby and that she later realized that that truck belonged to Squirmy. She said her mother became a little concerned and upset because she could not reach Ibraheem for a long period of time because he had left his phone back in the van and she had no way to contact him. Now, Lil Dave, a longtime friend of Ibraheem, took the stand. He was in an orange prison jumpsuit. He is currently serving a 188-month federal prison sentence for drug trafficking. Now, when he took the stand, he stated that days after Aniah disappeared, he had took Ibraheem towards Florida. While in the vehicle, Ibraheem had a weapon and said he effed up. He said at that point, he did not want to be caught up in the middle of anything, so he told him to keep that between him and God. Now, when the defense got up, they basically tore apart his entire testimony, basically pointing out the fact that he had a long history of drug dealing and theft, and they also said that he was doing this and fabricating this story so that he could get a reduced sentence and please the state. Now, he goes back and says that he had never spoke with his attorney about getting a reduced sentence, but they were trying to question him like, what other reason would you have to testify? Now, the last person to testify was the detective with Auburn Police Department who had went out to the area of New Hope Baptist Church in Shorter, Alabama. He took pictures of the crime scene as well as the wooded terrain where Aniah's body was found 1 month after her disappearance. The defense team decided they did not want to question this witness, and the trial day basically ended. Now, there was another witness, a lady who worked at a tanning salon near the Chevron, but the defense argued that she did not have any relevance to this case, and the judge sided with them, so she was excused. Now, tomorrow is expected to be another short day. I do believe court is supposed to start around 9 a.m. and possibly end around 1 to 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Once I have more information regarding any of this, I will let you all know.